Okay, you guys, what is up? The King of Lightning is here today to do a quick, because next week is CP week, and I have a lot of studying to do, so all my videos for the next few days are going to be relatively quick, and that's the way it has to be, so I can manage, so I can have, good time management here, and not have to worry about my PC, like, slowing down considerably because I'm, like, trying to render, like, 17-minute vids. It's not gonna happen. No way. No way. So, that being said, this week's chapter of Kuroko no Basuke, chapter 241 review, or chapter 241, and this is the review of that chapter. There we go. There we go. Alright? So, work with me, alright? No takes. That's the way it is. This chapter is actually very simple. It really is. Furihara, because that's his full name, down and out, ran out of stamina. The stress of being gazed at by Akashi Seijiro. Where you going, boy? Like, it is straight up just the eyes of the Emperor. And this dude ran out of stamina quick. He got to the bench, his knees buckled, and Rico noticed that, wait, he ran out of stamina? No way. Already. And it's weird because they spent so much time training so they could have an abundance of stamina. And the other guy, Fukada, I think his name is, he's going in now. And so what I do like is that they're actually utilizing the freshmen. That's good. They're actually utilizing the first years, I should say. And they're actually quintessential here because they are guarding Akashi Seijiro. I like saying it like that. Seijiro. Like, you don't have to say the Seijuro. Like, no, just say Seijiro. That's it. I like it. I don't know. I just do. Now, the thing here is that I think that this is actually very good for the future of Team Sarah. I really do. Because think about it. At this point in time, you could say, and be fairly accurate in saying so, that Akashi Seijiro, at least when it comes to presence alone, he is probably the most intimidating player in Japanese basketball. Now, if the freshmen are, upfront and personal with this individual who is known as a lion, a pure predator, king of the jungle, other players will seem far less intimidating because they've been in front of the worst. So this would actually give Furi and Fukada and the other guy. We'll find out his name soon because at some point he's gonna sub in. They're actually going to gain a lot more confidence on the court when they start utilizing the first years of this generation later on. So that, to me, I think is actually a very cool thing. I mean, now, that's my take, but that's what I think is very plausible in the future, at least when involving, these freshmen. Now, when it comes to the other stuff in the chapter, first of all, I did notice, and I actually went back to the actual story, or I used Bing to search up the captains of the teams we know so far in this in the show, and I noticed how Akashi Seijiro is the number 4. So is Hyuga. So is Hanamiya. So is Kasamatsu, Otsobo, and the guy who was the captain of Toho. I looked up 6 people. All of them were captains. All have the number 4 jersey. I thought it was fascinating. I'm like, really? Okay, so, I mean, is there like a, I don't know what's going on there, but to me, I thought that was very fascinating. I mean, does it mean something? I don't really think so. I mean, I highly doubt that there is a greater importance to that knowledge, but I guess it's a fun fact, I suppose. Keep it in the back of your mind somewhere in case of this, like, actually is relevant later on in the story. Maybe, who knows, we'll see. But either way, we move on. When it came to the plan, the game plan right now is to have Hyuga shoot threes. Okay? Like, Hyuga is like an uncrowned king who was never even crowned. Like, not crowned. Like, he was just an uncrowned king who was just unknown. Because apparently, Team Saren is relying on him so damn heavy. Because they need to counterbalance the score here. They need to creep up back on offense. And at this point in time, Kagami's pretty much shut down. Kyoshi's sort of shut down. And they need to catch up. And the best way for them to catch up is to rain in threes. So, Junpei Hyuga better pull some Midorima shots. I mean, straight up. Extension and everything. Let it rain. Because at this point in time, they really need to catch up. And the freshmen right now are literally putting their lives on the line. Well, literal in the sense that in the game and the fear and the terror, it's real. It's real to them. Because they've never experienced a presence like Akashi Seijiro. And they're busting their balls here. So Hyuga's like, you know what? I got you, man. He's gonna roll up his sleeves. That's right. Yeah. He's gonna roll up his sleeves. He's gonna put on his try-hard pants, and he's gonna start doing new. Unfortunately, Mr. Flamboyant Rio has his eyes on him. He's like, I'm gonna crush you. I'm like, yay! And it's like, oh, dude, whoa. So, but Yu ain't sweating. Well, no, he is sweating, literally, but he's not worried about Rio, which is surprising because he's an uncrowned king. But then again, there's 3 of them plus new Phantom 6-man, so this team is beastly. But regardless, he has something in mind, and I suppose it's gonna be like a certain play because he says like, I'm not worried about you, or I'm not going for you. That's what he says when he's like blocking or when he's guarding Rio. But we'll see how he goes up one-on-one against an uncrowned king. We'll see how it goes. And aside from that, I mean, the coach of Team Rakuzan did commend Ida Riko because apparently she is above average, actually pretty damn good. Because normally they're trying to find a way to stop Akashi, but Team Saren has thrown that out altogether. And in fact, they're just focusing on they're utilizing more. Well, I don't know really what they're doing per se, but what he's acknowledging is that she has done something that the other coaches that he's gone against have not. Fair enough, right? So let's leave it at that because I can't really go into greater detail. But regardless, it was pretty cool to see. So I'm done. Oh, and fuck, her father knows a coach of Rakuzan. It's like all these coaches know each other. Like there was a coaching academy that they all went to in Japan. And like they were all like butt buddies and shit. Like the circle jerk team. Like they all know each other. It's kind of weird. I mean, but either way, apparently he knows that this coach of Rakuzan is actually very cautious. Because he called a timeout. He called a timeout. Very cautious man. And he's like, you know, he's talking to Akashi, and it seems like he's trying to get Akashi's approval. Or like, you know, it threw me off. Like, I'm sorry if if me calling a timeout was like a bad move or something like, you know, something along those lines. And he's like, no, not at all. And I'm like, dude, you're the coach. Do what the fuck you want to do. Like, you're not Hanamiya. Hanamiya, he don't care. He's the coach. He's the captain. He does what he does. But Rakuzan has an actual coach. Gaining Akashi's approval. Nah. But either way, it was a good chapter. I did like it. I'll give it a rating of good. And I'll leave it at that. So, King of Lightning, be sure to, of course, rate the video, comment, and subscribe as always. And I'll see you guys later. Peace. Have a nice day.